All right, Sam, you want to see if those Terminators come in?
4+.
They do.
Will come in.
So he's going to make his move, and then Sam's going to bring his guys in. Which is an interesting conundrum for Sam because it's very possible that that first strike squad guy there now has 12 inches to the icon, which makes the icon stop working.
I think he's outside of the icon, but anything I place is probably going to get messed up. So if I place him, I'm going to have to put him back here or off of the icon.
I think he's on the icon.
You think he's on the icon? It's very close. It's a little bit hard to tell.
Where are you gonna put him, Sam?
When do we know if the icon doesn't work?
After you place him.
Probably after you place them, yeah. So this could be really bad because once he places these guys, and if he's in range of the icon, which he is, so the icon doesn't work
by an inch.
So now Sam has to roll regular scatter, which means he has a 2/3 chance to scatter somewhere, and he's pretty close to these guys, which might mean a mishap anyway. That's going to be a mishap.
Yeah, most likely.
Check your angle. Yeah. Right there.
Won't be able to place the squad.
Well, you don't have to be an inch out. See, go ahead and place your miniatures. You can be hugged up right against your own guys.
I'm going to get all but one.
So if the leader wasn't attached, he wouldn't mishap. But since the leader's attached, he's going to mishap. All right, yeah, that's a mishap. By the way, check 12 inches to that leader right there, Dave. See if you would get him either way. No, it would be out on that.
Just out.
Okay. So a mishap. Go ahead and roll, Sam. Don't roll a 1 or 2, or else 6. They're delayed.
No, I get a place, isn't it?
I think 3/4 you get a place, but we'll check. We're going to check right now.
I don't remember.
So 5 and 6 is delayed, so they just go back off the table. They'll have a chance to come back next turn. Personally, knowing that situation and seeing that range, I would have been more conservative than Sam was. Obviously, I'm not playing the game, so I didn't say anything at the time. I probably would have placed them over there where that pile of dice is, just because it's nice, easy. It doesn't matter what direction I go, I'm going to not mishap. I'm very unlikely. Yeah, I'm unlikely to go off the table, unlikely to hit anybody, so I can just get the terrain, maybe get hit by terrain at worst case scenario. Maybe even, I mean, if I'd been here,
don't tell him what
the average roll, I said I was going to convince at the beginning of the game. Average roll says that even 7 inches, I'm probably outside the 12 of that strike squad model right there. And then once these guys are here, they're enough of a threat that they're going to drag these Terminators and this Dread Knight off. These guys are going to be like, oh, I have to deal with those guys. If I ignore them, they're going to come and really cause me some pain. Because regardless of the fact that these guys have a couple of halberds in the unit, some of those Tzeentch Terminators are going to live. You know, statistics say that maybe even most of them or all of them will. So they would.
No more so than my purgation squad.
They would. I would put the money on, you know, this 220 point unit. How much is that unit of Naders there, Dave?
200 even. Oh, 220 because they have several damage.
220 versus 470. I'm going to put my money, even though the Chaos Space Marine Codex is much older, I'm going to put my money on this unit of Terminators. They have nasty weapon combos. They're going to go after or at the same time as a lot of these guys. The Lord will go in between the halberds and the regular swords. But he's got a demon weapon. He's got a nasty shooting attack. He's got a combi plasma. These guys are going to do a bunch of can do some shooting before they go in, and then they're all champions. So they have 3 attacks base, 4 on the charge. They're gonna. I just put my money on them. I think they're going to do some damage if they get into combat, even against Terminators.
Okay, so I rolled for the Dreadnought, he rolled a 3, so he's staying this turn.
So he doesn't mind.
And then I angled this. We're going to go ahead and make a straight 18-inch move. Well, little corner here, try to catch that squad, and hopefully maybe they'll run off the board. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Full 18-inch move there because of the road. So that will hit them, but I've got terrain here, so I'm going to need to make that first.
I'm going to roll 2 dice for the Dozer Blade. Unless he rolls double ones, he's okay. So a 3 and a 5 is good.
And then I'll get you
7. They just get out of the way. Now, one of the strategies with rolling, it doesn't say you have to roll 2 dice or 1 dice or how much you do. It just says you roll a die. And with Dozer Blade, you get to re-roll. Some people like to roll 2 dice, and most people don't have a problem with it. But what it does is it kind of changes your odds, because with 1 die, you have a 1 in 6 chance. But with 2 dice, it's a lot lower chance that you're going to roll 2 ones. So, kind of one of those little fun strategies that people use to change the odds on what they have to roll to get what they need out of it. Same way as it's much more effective just because of the odds of the dice to roll 2 dice together rather than 1 die alone for any kind of weapon. So he's continuing to move the Berserkers up. They're just gonna go for it, looks like.
And I've got the Dozer Blade on this guy coming out of terrain.
He's good. 2 and a 3. Doesn't care. So we'll finish. Well, he's gonna finish his move and come back. So he's moved up. One of the things I think is interesting about his movement is he moved into terrain with these guys 3 inches, but he didn't want to. He tried to keep a gap there to make it really hard for the Terminators to get a charge on his Berserkers. But he didn't do the same thing with these Nurgle Marines. They're definitely out there where the Grandmaster can go num 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 num. So that's an interesting mix there. I'm curious to see what it does with that.
He gets chopped into pieces with that.
Dave's pretty excited about that.
That's the plan.
That is the plan.
Go ahead and miss with some of these templates this time, since I can't make armor saves or cover saves. Oh, wait. First, I cast Shrouding.
Nope. He's not going to cast Shrouding. This is these are some of the custom dice that Feast of Blades got done when we went to the Feast of Blades, which was last November.
Sure.
So those are
Let me
6s.
take that invuln save.
So he's taking an invuln save.
And I have to remake it because I'm...
Oh, you have a 4?
He has a warding staff.
I have a 2-up.
Oh, you have a 2-up. You got to remake it. Okay.
But you have to remake them on successful ones. Okay.
So the Librarian doesn't take a wound, but there is no Shrouding. Perils of the Warp. Dave doesn't roll good dice during Sam's shooting phase. That's what I've decided so far.
Becoming my least favorite phase.
I think it's everybody's least favorite phase, except for...
When I play my hand-to-hand close combat, we don't have guns longer than 12 inches Blood Angels. They love my shooting phase.
That's true, but I'd say very seldom. Well, you know, I would say that they would still be their favorite phase. Well, except for maybe the assault phase in that case, right? Because unless they're a close combat army as well.
No, I mean, doing something like that, I'll be
So Sam's considering angles and stuff here. He's trying to figure out what he wants to shoot at. What can he see? Try and get the best concentration of guys. One of the bad parts about having went 18 inches with his vehicle is it bunched up a bunch of guys, but he's not really going to be able to shoot at those guys because it's going to also hit his vehicle, which you can't do with a template weapon. So all 4 of these guys here are probably out of being able to put the template on. Dave's so sad about that.
All right, we're going to put the template here.
So this is from the Defiler, yes?
Defiler.
It's a hit.
So 2 or 3?
3. By the slimmest of margins.
Now one thing you can do is you can change, that's 3 wounds, but that's regular saves because it's only AP3.
So that'll be
One thing you can do with the tempo weapon, which I think I've mentioned before, is as long as the hole is over part of the
Regular
miniature
bloke, regular
and not
bloke,
off the
regular
base of the
bloke.
miniature, you can change exactly where it is. You can sometimes. Oh, you lost one, which was not good odds. Had a 1 in 6 chance. We managed to lose a Terminator. That Defiler has been pretty good so far, but really only good because Dave's armor saves are horrendous so far. So now he's considering where he's going to shoot with the Vindicator. They're trying to decide if.
We're gonna put it on his head.
Okay. Now, one thing he can do with this is he can angle it to. What I'm trying to say is, if you can see through the base there, you can move it around as long as you stay on the base, which can allow you to overlap more miniatures than you would if you just placed it on the center or something else. So if he goes this way and hits, then he could get 5 guys instead.
3 inches.
But he's going to go 3 inches off with this movement here. So he's got 2 in
Terminator.
Yeah, 2 of the strike squad and one Terminator.
So 2 strike squad guys.
They
And
take wounds. Terminator takes a wound. So this is AP2. So he's going to need the cover saves,
all right. So let's take
which he does
2
get.
strike squad guys, right?
Yeah, cover saves for both.
Strike squad on the. Let's see. Cover saves on the strike squad. Let's go. Let's put those on. Regular guy, and so
A sword guy,
sword guy,
fine.
and the other sword guy.
Fine as well.
Ha!
And a Terminator.
Ooh, don't want to lose any Terminators.
He's got 3 halberd Terminators and 1 incinerator sword Terminator, and 2 characters. He doesn't want to take it on the characters.
I want to put on the librarian. He lives.
That, I mean, that's a pretty good risk because the librarian has a 2-up invuln with the warding staff. The problem
Put it
is,
on the
if he'd
corner,
rolled a
that guy.
1, that guy would have just went.
Like that.
Yeah, can I get the Grandmaster under there on that guy?
No, not unless you come off of the base.
Okay. Well, that corner's fine then.
Inch that way. Inch in the wrong direction.
That's going to be one guy solid.
So just hit the turn.
They have 4 for their
They have
basic
4.
skill?
Yeah. No, maybe they have 3.
They have 4.
They
Who?
double check. The
Yeah, that's
not.
4.
He's a
I
good
can't
guy.
remember who has demonic possession or not.
1 wound.
1
Is he
wound.
gonna take it on the librarian again? They wouldn't kill the librarian this time.
No, it won't kill the librarian. We'll take it away.
Almost.
He's good. He's a champ. He's got the stick of I don't die.
Got the stick of I don't die. Yeah, those warding staves, man, they're brutal.
I love them. If these were migraine nights, there would be sticks all over the place.
It takes, yeah, it's like what, 20, 25 points a piece per warding staff?
35 for the librarian, but you're talking about a 2-wound guy who's wandering around with a whole basket of ugly powers, so.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the points cost
Usually
in my
those
opinion.
powers work. Shrouding, that would be cool. If I
Well,
felt
so
he was-
far you haven't had to worry about the lack thereof.
if I felt he was close enough to charge, I would cast Sanctuary, which makes him trying to charge me treat all terrain as difficult and dangerous. When we get a little bit closer, I'm going to do some warp rifting. If
Warp
we get
rifting is
into
pretty
combat-
nasty.
If we get into combat, the Librarian is going to cast Hammerhand and Might of Titan.
Because he's psychic power level 2, he gets to cast multiple powers.
He's psychic level 3.
3, he gets to cast 3 spells. Gross. So a 2-inch move for those berserkers. Who else are you running? Anybody?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Other shooting then.
I think that's everything that needs to shoot.
Are you sure it's everything that needs to shoot?
Well, I don't think I'm gonna hit with the flamers over here. These guys have pistols. I moved with the bolters, so they're only gonna shoot 12 inches. I guess I could check the range on those. So I might as well. There's the flamer up here, just in case.
Just out.
Just out. But that tells you that you're 8¼ inches away, or 8½ inches away, because template's 8¼
So the guy's out. We got one.
All of them have bolters, by the way, except for if they have special weapons. Because
Right.
Nurgle Marines come with both bolt, pistol, and bolter.
4.
So 4 bolters. So two misses,
3 misses.
3 misses, 5 hits, and this is on the Terminator, so forced wound. Forced wound, pretty much everything. So 2 wounds.
I shall take them on the Grand Master
He's fine.
and Librarian.
They're okay. When it comes to taking wounds against a, thank you. When it comes to taking wounds against Terminators, sometimes it's really good when you have a character like that to go ahead and put them on because you know you're not going to lose your character in that
All
situation.
right, well, I shall cast Warp Quake,
So here's the beginning of Dave's turn 2.
and it works.
Works on a 3. So here, the strike squad again is going to make it difficult for those Terminators to come in.
All right, difficult terrain for the Grand Master squad of Terminator
So
choppy.
We'll see what Dave has. Oh, ones. That's bad news. I think that just robbed you of your charge,
I
sir.
don't care. I have counterattack, but I wanted to kill stuff now.
Yes, you did.
It did rob me of, well, no, it didn't rob me of my charge. It robbed me of the charge I wanted.
I'm pretty sure you're long on that.
Charge the
You're long on that. Oh, a Vindicator. Okay, he's going to charge the Vindicator. That's not a bad thing for Sam. I mean,
It's a kill point game.
it's a kill point
It
game.
is running around and trying to tank shock my peoples.
It is true. He's trying to tank shock your people.
All right, my strike squad's difficult terrain.
3 inches on both.
Ugh.
Which
These
actually
must
is
be some steep
it's
steps.
also something really important. If he doesn't take that Vindicator out now, the Vindicator is getting ever closer to the edge of the board. Where if it gets off the board, it counts 2 kill points for Sam, according to our scenario. So it is still useful for him to be charging that Vindicator and try and get rid of it. See how this goes. He's going to move, and then we'll come back. We'll talk about it. All right, so Dave moved up here, general advance. Whoa, did you? How did that guy? Do you have wings?
Yeah.
On that guy.
I put the fly thing on.
Surprise!
What a shot.
Teleporter thing.
Surprise! He teleports.
Don't bring those if you can't put that on him, because a guy who walks 6 inches all game never gets into combat, which is where he really shines.
Yeah.
So,
Surprise!
speaking
Those
of
guys are
shining,
unhappy.
let's just go with him right off the bat. He's gonna shoot his fun gun of amazingness right on this guy's head.
Okay. So he's gonna shoot the heavy side cannon there. This is gonna be gross for those poor guys. Those poor berserkers are not gonna like life.
Again.
So that's everything.
All of them.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
They've taken a lot of fire already. Soaked up a lot of firepower last time.
They're in cover now, so 1 cover save and 4 armor saves.
So that means you can still put them on regular guys.
Good. And regular guys.
Two regular guys died this
2.
time. Now that Sam's pulled those casualties, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna make fun of him here for doing that. I would have pulled these 2 guys.
This is the plasma pistol.
No, they aren't.
No, where's the plasma pistol?
Plasma pistol's right there.
Ow.
So he could pull these 2 guys, making it much more difficult for him to get those charges. Obviously, it being a monstrous creature, that big guy, the Dread Knight, would still get it, but it's very possible that the regular guys would be out there,
All right.
or by regular guys I mean Terminators.
The Vindicator Assassin gets to shoot now. He's gonna shoot. Gosh, I can't decide between the Dreadnought and the Vindicator.
Dreadnought or Vindicator? What a choice.
Vindicator's gun is scarier. Dreadnought's starting to get close to killing stuff in close combat range.
Yeah, if he rolls a 1, you're in bad
Six.
place. Yeah.
1 is shoot.
Oh, 6.
Standard shoot shit.
Okay. Stand and shoot your own guys.
6 is run and kill.
Cool.
I'm gonna shoot the Vindicator.
Vindicator. Okay.
So, turbo penetrator round again. It's so good for this. He hits.
Do you have this? By the way, he's giving cover. He's getting cover from the Vindicator. Vindicator.
Actually, that's a good. No,
No. Okay. Dreadnought's not covering him up enough.
not enough. I should have looked at that before I made that shot. That could have been highly
Could've been
annoying.
That's pretty highly annoying. You just bounced off.
Oh, really? Oh, that's hilarious.
7, 8, 9. A 9 against 13 bounces off. So turbo penetrator round.
Just the face.
Ka-dunk.
No, my front facing. Isn't it half of my front facing?
Yeah, actually, I guess technically it is half of your front face.
So they're reconsidering.
From where I
He
was
probably would have gotten cover anyway, but it doesn't really matter.
Unless you see it over the top, right?
Well, that's what I was seeing. I was seeing over the top because I could see this whole side and then that part over his
Right.
shoulder. So that was just
More
cutting
than
it in half.
50%.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter anyway. He didn't penetrate, which is an
I get to use
unlikely
my
thing.
Grey Knight do-over.
Grey Knight do. Still doesn't. That would have been 12 that time.
Oh, was that your Grandmaster thing?
No. That's total fakery.
Oh, I maybe there was something. I wouldn't be surprised.
Dave should have gone for
Rule
it.
number 1, know what your opponent can do. Otherwise, you will play somebody who will do this. Oh, well, I get to use my Grey Knight do-over. Anything I roll that's a number, it means I penetrated. Those are all numbers.
Yes,
Now I
knowing,
got this special thing where my guy
knowing
assaults
your
4 units.
knowing your opponent's army and knowing your own army are very important. It's the first rule of strategy in 40K, in my opinion. If you don't, you don't know your own strengths and capabilities, and you don't know your opponent's strengths and capabilities, any move at all could be a disaster.
All right, so more in the shooting phase. I'm gonna have these Terminators here shoot the Plague Marines. You can all see them. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Okay, interesting move by Dave.
Well, the reason I'm behind, I'll tell you right now. There's only 5 Berserkers left. My Dread Knight has the space to charge unquestionably. I count on him killing them, so it would be a waste of time to shoot more of them and actually give Sam the chance to remove these casualties
Right.
and deny my charge. And since I want to do damage somewhere and they're not needed in this fight, I might as well shoot here.
Okay.
2 misses. Ugh.
1 wound. So 1 wound on the Neural Marine, Sam.
Regular guy. Let's see.
Okay, this unit of naders here, back unit, fires at him as well. Full range on that?
Oh yeah, 24 inches.
Yeah, they had it last time.
Oh, okay.
They shot him last turn, and we've both gotten closer since then.
Ever closer.
That was the worst shot.
Only 6
That's
hits.
how I shot this last time.
Wow, no 1 wound. 1 wound because it's strength 5.
Regular guy. That's good. Safe.
This is lame.
That's what comes from shooting strength 4, strength 5 weapons at Neural Marines. Neural Marines
All right,
shrug
the
it off. and don't
Grandmaster
care.
and his squad are not going to fire because we're going to charge the tank.
Strike squad, where are they shooting?
The strike squad is going to give their shot to the Vindicator and let him shoot again.
That I know you can't do.
Interesting. So Dave has a conundrum here. Where does he shoot with these guys? Some of them are stuck
Doesn't
behind.
shoot. They run.
Oh, he's
again.
gonna run again because he's got the warp quake on. 1 inch. Not enough.
Big money, big money.
It's all good. I'm still close enough to the icon that it doesn't work.
The icon again will not work.
I've given up on the icon.
Just gonna use this 1 inch run to get this guy out of the way for the charge. Step aside, Junior. Oh, Vindicator down. All right, buddy. All right. That's it. Okay, so charges. This guy charges here. And these guys, difficult terrain, charge the stupid Vindicator. Okay, we make it with a 6. And I'm gonna cast Might of Titan. Yes.
Got that. Our strength 5 now.
Hammer Hand.
Hammer hand.
Strength
Strength
6.
And then the unit.
Grandmaster, Hammer Hand.
This is one of the things that's kind of quirky.
Goes
about
off.
them.
And
Consecutive.
the unit, yeah.
Yeah, they're all separate. Oh, the unit's gonna kill themselves.
So
It doesn't go off on the unit.
Doesn't
and
go off on the unit and
the
has taken
Justicar has to take.
invuln on the Justicar. Where are you, Justicar?
This one.
No,
that's
that's a separate
This guy?
unit. It is that guy. So here's his 5-up invuln.
5-up invuln that he has to reroll if he succeeds. He's dead.
Oh, you die.
Head explode.
All right, so now we're strength 5, 6, 7
Strength 7.
with and get to roll 2 dice because of Might of Titan.
Gross. That's gonna blow that Vindicator up.
I think he will miss.
It's possible, yeah. He does have to roll 6s to hit you because you went so fast.
All right, we're all there. Too bad my grenades don't work on the tank.
No Imperium Brain Mines.
Grenades.
No grenades of this kind or that kind or the other kind.
No psychotropic grenades.
Grandmaster's gonna have 4 attacks on the charge. He goes first. No
Misses.
6s. Actually, those halberds would have gone first.
3 halberds with
Two halberds, because one just croaked.
Oh, okay. And a sword. You might as well roll them at the same time. It doesn't really matter, right?
True. So here's 2 halberds and a sword, and the librarian.
2 attacks from librarian, once the charge, so a total of 12 attacks here.
Which Math Hammer says I should get 2 6s.
It's true. It's actually better for you to roll them together.
2.
There you go, 2 6s.
Hey.
So
No, it's not better for you to roll them together. It's still the same probability whether you roll them
Strength
together.
7.
I think it's not. I think it's different.
7 plus 5 is a 12. That'll penetrate the rear armor, and 7 plus 8 will also penetrate the rear
So
armor.
15. I think it's different probabilities.
And it's wrecked but not exploded.
I bet our YouTube real math majors out there or whatever are going to disagree with you.
You roll something different on 2 dice if you have 2 dice than if you would want.
It's the same probability rolling 2 dice or 1 dice. Because the probability is separate for 1 dice. Yes, you have more chances because you're rolling more than 1 dice. That changes the overall probability, but each dice has a 1 in 6 chance to roll the number you want.
It's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
You guys and your hokey voodoo, you keep thinking that, and I'll keep rolling well, okay?
You are rolling just fine, Sam. Nevertheless, the hokey
Or I guess
voodoo
you
makes a
could-
difference.
that's the only other thing.
Regardless of
That's
which
the only other
of you
thing.
think.
I'm initiative 4, I believe.
And I'm
Also
4 unless I charge. right?
Your fist goes last. And your regular guys can wound him on 6s.
So go ahead, regular guys. Roll your stuffs.
You're first, right?
No.
It's the same
Oh,
time.
it's same time.
So you got
3 attacks apiece.
yeah.
4 is 12.
So he's got 12 attacks.
We're both weapon skill 5, so you'll need 4s.
I'll borrow some of your dice, sir.
Go ahead, they're all crappy.
Not for him.
Look at that. The guy who believes in real probability.
And now he needs 6s again. I don't believe in real probability.
Oh my.
Look at that. Look at that.
Here,
Your dice betray you.
Give me those.
Your dice betray you.
You
Oh,
wounded
yeah,
him
I
already.
wounded. Okay.
You already wounded.
Here, you roll those.
Here's my
Here you go.
saves with those same 2 dice.
They made him.
Saves.
Okay.
Those 2 are rolling.
Yeah, you might want to hold on to those.
Let me
Dave.
make sure I put those in this hand of dice over here. All right.
Now he's got a sword, so he gets to re-roll the hit and re-roll the wound, which is pretty gross. He's weapon skill 5, so he's going to need 4s because they're berserkers.
No, otherwise it'd be 3s.
So re-roll 2 of them there.
These are probably the 2 that did good for Sam.
That's right.
So 4 hits and re-roll the Gandy strength 6, so 4 die, which
That'll be
means
everything
that
but the
his
fist.
fist gets to swing.
That's the fist.
Oh no, the
He ain't as
fist.
scared of the fist. I didn't even bother trying to charge here because that's
So he has base 2, right? And he gets +1 for being corn, so 3.
Yes, I believe that the champion does have 3 attack space. Sam
hits
hit
it twice.
which is what probability says.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Sam! How about those
So much
1 in
for
6
probability.
chance? Jeez.
You got a 1 in 6 chance to roll ones.
All right.
So you lose
by
combat
4.
by 4, and you're fearless.
4 saves, suckers.
So,
Live.
oh, he died.
He's dead.
Uh-oh.
I go D6.
Ruh-roh.
I go 5 inches. What do we got around
Right
here
here.
that's all scary? Nothing?
There's a combi melta.
Meh.
There's a Kami Melta and a fist. Kami Melta on the fist. So he's going to sidestep 5 inches there. All right, Sam.
Okay, the Terminators.
No, not this
dang
time.
it, I really needed them to come in this turn.
We're going to put this, change this to a 5.
Insanity
shows
for
it's
this
destroyed.
fat.
Oh, he
Look at
did
that-
it!
Look at that crap.
He's going to run forward, and then he's going to flee. So, yeah, I assume
I run
it's the
towards the
closest.
closest.
So he's checking.
That is
12 and a quarter-ish.
12 and a quarter.
That's 13.
Yeah, so it's gonna be that.
Hold
guy.
on, check your
Check
strike
this guy.
squad. 12 and a half. Right? So it's going to be the
The Terminator right there.
Terminators. So he goes 6 inches towards the Terminators.
6 in fleet. And charge 6.
Oh, that's red nut. Nom, 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 nom. It cannot shoot because it ran forward like that. So Sam's he has some other decisions here to make. What is he doing with his remaining units? We'll let him make his moves and we'll come